When the heartache is over, I know I'll be missing you. Yes, today is the day Tina Turner died. At least that's the day it was promoted or spoken about. And I love Tina Turner's music. I was a huge fan of Tina Turner. I listened to her so many nights when you're alone as a solo entrepreneur. I know my solo entrepreneurs out there, there's a lot of times that we're all by ourselves, whether it's making our product or trying to figure out like how to get through the days or the nights or the long hours of work. And music has always been one of the ways that kind of helps me and inspires me or pumps me up, gets that, what's that thing they call it? The dopamine. Okay. The dopamine going. And Tina Turner was definitely a part of my playlist. So I'm going to, well, she wasn't performing anyway, so she wasn't making music or anything new like that. But I just, she was such a great talent. We were so lucky to have a woman like Tina Turner in our lives. And the other point that I want to make about Tina Turner, and I think why she resonated with me and probably with a lot of other women like myself, is like she was married. She was, I wanted to say saddle. I don't know if that's negative, but literally she had a lot of children. It's not that she had a lot of children. I love children. But I think sometimes men impregnate women to keep them in their place. And, or they just, they're not even taking half of the responsibility or any of the responsibility sometimes for these children. And everything is left on the mother. And I feel like, not only, at least from what I saw of her show, not only did Tina Turner have children, was married, she had to work for her husband, and then he would beat her. He would literally beat her all the time, and make her work. And it was just such a horrible story. And to see like this woman said, to hell with that. I don't want anything from you. I want my life, right? Health is wealth. And I'm leaving you. And she did. In the movie, she jumped out of a cab on I guess in full traffic. And she just ran and left everything behind. And she started again. And I feel like a lot of us women have had to do that, right? I know I've had to do it in a sense where I have to keep reinventing myself because I struggled. I struggled as a single parent, and not financially like a lot of women think, but emotionally. I had a lot of, it was very emotionally hard for me. And so that I admire, and I'm going to come back to that emotional point of motherhood, because I want to talk also about the Kim Kardashian thing. And everybody is up in arms because Kim Kardashian says she cries herself to sleep. I'll come back to that. Let me just wrap up Tina Turner. So I feel like a lot of us women are have to reinvent ourselves, and we're afraid, but Tina Turner found the courage to start again. And it probably wasn't very easy for her. If you see in the movie, it wasn't easy. She had to basically claw her way up from the bottom, and sometimes putting herself in humiliating situations, singing backup and stuff like that when she was already a star, and then being back in the days when black people were not being paid fairly, or lots of music execs were taking advantage of them. They probably still are doing it today, but all of that she overcame, and she then produced so much music after the fact, and she then remarried. I mean, and ended up living in Switzerland in a beautiful home. So she rebuilt her whole entire life. And I really feel like she's like an inspiration to us women who are probably saying like, can I rebuild my life? Yes, you can, right? You just have to work at it like she did, and you are going to be able to reinvent yourself and, get yourself spiritually grounded. I know that's one of the things that Tina Turner did do. She became a Buddhist. I remember that. And she was spiritual. And I think that intentional spirituality is part of the process if you need to change your whole entire life, because every day you will be struck with challenges, and a lot of the challenges that some of us feel are emotional challenges. They're not physical, like, your lights are on, maybe your bills are being paid or whatever, but there's still that emotional, mental challenge that is still critical to a whole being, right? So we can't just say, well, that's not important. That's really important. That's 50% of who we are, is who we think we are, right? If you don't have confidence, you have nothing. Right? So you have to build that confidence. You have to develop the sense of self and the importance and the why, the spirituality that's inside of you. So I just say thank you to Tina Turner. Thank you, Tina, for all the memories and the songs and the music. And, your music has gotten me through so much stuff, when I feel bad emotionally about myself or something like, I put myself in a bad relationship for so many years, and I just, couldn't break free. It took me a very, very long time to break free from it. And Tina Turner's music was part of my healing process. So rest in peace, Tina Turner. Thank you for the music. God, thank you for giving us a woman like Tina Turner. Thank you for showing her, allowing us to see into the hard parts of her life, because it gave us inspiration and gives inspiration to a lot of women.